Hey guys, big review today. Big review today. So, kind of what I'm reviewing today is this McDonald's cup. It has the McDonald's logo, kind of just the M on it, and it's otherwise a perfectly usable cup for drinking liquids out of and such. And so this cup, I guess the story of this cup, kind of how I got this cup is, I guess I got it from McDonald's. We'll start there. I got it from McDonald's, and I'm struggling to remember the kind of exact situation I guess I would have purchased something. I'm assuming some kind of meal, and I guess with that meal that cup would have been included as part of that. Is what I guess. That's what I guess would have happened. And so that's kind of where I got that. And I don't know when in particular, like roughly 5 years ago, I want to say, like somewhere around then. I haven't really been to McDonald's often. I could probably count, on one hand, kind of how many times I've been to McDonald's in like the last 5 years. I mean, maybe before that, it would have been more than five, I would say. But like, in the last 5 years, I guess I would say I've probably been less than five times to McDonald's, and certainly not maybe once within the last 2 years, when I got that Grimace shake. The Grimace shake, and I didn't make a video about the Grimace shake, and maybe that's an opportunity for a video for someday for that. Even though I'm kind of behind the meme on that one. I'm kind of behind the times on that one, but maybe someday, and I don't think they carry the Grimace shake anymore. I don't know. I'm not at my computer to check, but like, maybe they have it, maybe they don't. And if they don't, maybe I'll just take a vanilla shake and I'll put food coloring in it, perhaps a mixture of blue and red, and kind of call that a Grimace shake, and find the right kind of mixture of blue and red that is the same shade of purple, because blue and red will definitely make purple, but I just, I would want to make sure that it's, if not the exact shade of purple, that it's close. Sorry, my neck. Oh, all right. So this cup that I have now, I would have acquired through some sort of McDonald's related purchase at some point. But I'm struggling to remember the specific scenario, the specific purchase that I made. Probably not a Happy Meal. I have done that in the past where I've purchased a Happy Meal because of the portion size just seemed like a better portion size than say your standard burgers, fries, and drink combo, adult sized combo version of that. Like that just seemed too large, and then even the small kind of combo of that just didn't seem like the best value, because I think you can go like up from like a small to a medium is kind of like, you're kind of paying something like $6 for a burger and fries and a drink in the small size, and then maybe for $1 more or some kind of similarly small leap in price from there, maybe you're paying like $1 more for $7 you could get like a medium size version of the sandwich, fries, and drink, or maybe just the fries and drink change, and then and then something similar would happen up to the large size, and you pay maybe an extra dollar, and maybe that becomes an $8 combo of burger, fries, and drink with a large fries and drink, and the burger kind of stays the same throughout the whole scenario. So maybe that's kind of the base price. But anyway, like the base side, like that kind of dictates why that price structure works that way, because the burger stays the same. But anyway, any of those sizes, I think I would have said no, and then I wouldn't get just the burger and drink combo, because then that would be less value. You might be paying, say, $5 for just a burger and drink, and then maybe $6, and then so you might be paying Yes, you might be paying $5 for a burger and a medium drink, and then be paying, and for $1 more, you could get a medium fries, which is, I'm guessing, less than you would have paid for individually. Like there is a discount for buying the three together in a combo. And so, for the price of a burger, probably for the price of a burger and a medium drink, you could probably get somewhere around a burger and a small fries and a small drink. Sorry, just anyway, so sorry, it's just something in my nose. So the point of that whole thing was to say the kids meal, in my mind at the time, sometimes when going to McDonald's, seemed like the better amount of food for the right price. I'm trying to hit that sweet spot of amount of food and the right price. So that's sometimes why I would buy the kids meal. And that's a little backstory for, that's a little fun fact for, how I acquired the Emoji Movie toys from McDonald's, how I acquired other such. I might have done another McDonald's type video where I got a kids meal and reviewed the toy or something like that, and that would have been the same kind of reasoning. Is I kind of want this portion size, and maybe those kind of healthier options too, like apple slices and perhaps even milk. I probably went with the soda to kind of just say, well, I'm not going to go too healthy. I kind of want a little bit of a treat. You know what I'm saying, at that kids meal kind of price and selection, but. So I might have gone with apple slices, and I don't know that for sure at the time, but I have a hard time imagining that the kids meal would have come with this type of McDonald's cup, and it's possible maybe there was some sort of anniversary event. I don't know when the latest anniversary of McDonald's was, but maybe that's where the cup came with. Or it's possible that this cup was acquired not through, the kind of traditional, I would not have, perhaps I had not purchased, the cup myself, or the meal that came with the cup, or, the selection of food that came with the cup myself. I think I remember like getting this from somebody else. So it's possible that, I did not get this from a meal, and maybe somebody else got it from a meal, though I am struggling to imagine what kind of meal they would have gotten it with and for what reason, or if there was some sort of event or something like that. So, this cup was, but I think, so this cup was, I don't know where it came from, but I can only assume from McDonald's because it does have the logo on it. So what I was gonna say about the cup was, I've had this, like, I don't know, for like, since 5 years ago, and it's just kind of been sitting in the cabinet up until like a month ago. So this is like, possibly around 4 months and 11 or 4 years and 11 months, sitting in a cabinet. And then, one day I kind of had this kind of realization or idea that, so my microphone, the kind of, not this microphone, but I do have a nicer microphone that I use sometimes. I guess I use this a little more often, but I do sometimes use this kind of other microphone. I think it's Audio-Technica. I don't remember what model. I'll put a picture up, but so I've been covering that with a plastic bag. And the reason I cover it with a plastic bag is to kind of prevent dust from kind of accumulating on the microphone. And I've been using a plastic bag ever since I've had the microphone, which was roughly, I want to say 6 years ago, actually, for how long I've had the microphone. And I've probably been putting a plastic bag on it for 5 years, as I think I must have seen that tip on Reddit or something somewhere of like today I learned you can cover your you should cover your microphone to prevent dust. And I don't know what exactly the mechanics of the dust do to the microphone. But regardless, I just thought, sorry, I'm in it. Oh. Regardless, I thought for whatever reason that was a good thing to do. So I want to say about 5 years I've used that plastic bag to cover the microphone. And then, kind of a month ago, like I kind of had a bit of a revelation, or like this big idea of, what if I had something roughly microphone shaped, that I could put over the microphone specifically, because I was also putting that plastic bag above over the stand. I just always have it on the stand because there's few things that I require it to be off the stand for, because that's what I can use this for. But so I keep it on the stand usually, and so I also put the plastic bag over that because it was just the right size. Like it was big. Like the big bag on the small microphone just kind of seemed a little silly, so I just kind of put it over everything, and that's kind of a bit of a handful to take off, a bit of a hassle to take off. It's just kind of a little bit messy. Like I don't know, it might add like a whole 5 seconds to the process, but that is significant. That is a significant amount of time. So I thought, and so like a month ago, like I had this kind of genius idea of what if I had something that was that microphone shaped that I could cover the microphone with and kind of prevent that dust from happening, and not have it be this big plastic bag that kind of has that hassle factor. Like what if I just had something small and microphone shaped to cover the microphone? And then I remembered that I had the McDonald's cup that I'm not using for anything else. I certainly haven't used it for a video yet, and didn't think of an idea that could involve it yet. So I have this cup that I'm not using for drinking or any other kind of purpose. It's just kind of sitting there, and so that was my big idea. Is I was going to use that cup, and so I've been using that cup for like a month, and it's been working great. Like I can't tell. I otherwise can't detect the dust level or the dust amount in the microphone. But, functionally, as far as taking the cup taking the cup off and on the microphone, as far as that goes, it works pretty darn well. And so for that reason, I would give this McDonald's cup probably a 9 out of 10. Thank you.